This is going to be a bit different from any other countdown style of video on this channel. As you may be able to tell by the title, this is going to go over each letter of the alphabet, and with every letter, I'm going to say my favourite Pokemon that begins with that letter. So that'll require a lot. So, say for instance if Zigzagoon was on this list, which it obviously isn't, then I'd state its name when we got to Z. So, without further ado, let's start with A. A is Ampharos. Ampharos is a really cool Pokemon. I love it for its simple design, which makes it look cute, but on top of that it's strong. Ampharos is one of the classic electric type powerhouses like Raichu or Magneton. The thing I love about Ampharos more than anything is its design, but it is really strong too, which is mainly why it's here. B is Butterfree. Butterfree is a Pokemon that I absolutely love. It's my favourite bug type after all. Butterfree also is really strong. Hypnosis and Dream Eater is a deadly combination, and by the fact that almost all of my Butterfrees have those two moves prove that fact. Along with being strong, it looks awesome. Sure, Butterfly might not look incredible, but you have to admit that it does look pretty cool. C is Charizard. You may be rolling your eyes at this, but you do have to admit that Charizard is awesome. Sure, the fact that it's got 2 Megas is unfair, but whatever, they do look really cool. I think the Fire Flying typing is actually really good, seeing as Fire is weak to ground, but because it's a flying type, it's ineffective. D is Dragonite. Dragonite looks really cool, and on top of that, it's the original pseudo-legendary Dragon type. Even if it is a bit cliche that Dragonite is my favourite Pokemon beginning with D, you have to admit that it's really cool either way. It's strong and it can own some opponents. I do think that the noodles coming out of its head is weird, but cut him some slack. E is X-Cloud. X-Cloud is awesome. Even if it is annoying that it's a normal type, it is really strong nonetheless. X-Cloud looks really cool and it's really strong. It's probably the strongest normal type in fact. That is a legendary anyway. F is Flygon. Flygon is really cool. It's strong, it looks awesome, even its name is awesome. I used a Flygon in my Emerald playthrough using an emulator and it is still on the team, still there, so you know it's good. G should come as no surprise. It's Greninja, of course. Greninja is my favourite Pokemon of all time. I love Greninja because of everything about it. It's the best starter in Kalos, it looks awesome, it's really strong, and Water Dark is a cool, unexpected combination. H is Heracross. Heracross is a cool Pokemon. While the fighting bug type combination is a bit strange, it is still a good combination anyway. Heracross is strong and looks quite cool too, which of course is a big bonus. I is Infernape. Now I know that this is the second fire type starter on this list, but it's the only Pokemon beginning with I that I like, so deal with it. Anyway, Infernape is a strong Pokemon. Blaze, which is its ability, is a great boost for the fire type monkey. Along with that, it's really strong. Now I know that a firefighting type starter, they're not the best sometimes, but I think this typing works the best with Infernape. J is Jolteon. Jolteon is an awesome Pokemon. It's one of the original evolutions, and it's the electric type, which is one of my favourite typings. It's a fast Pokemon, and I would recommend using one in the Gen 1 games, as it is useful against some of Lorelei's team, and is fast enough to outspeed most of the Elite Four and anyone you battle. K is Kricketune. This may surprise you, as Kricketune isn't one of the strongest bug types out there. For example, Heracross, who I mentioned previously, is a bug type and is stronger than Kricketune. So why is this Pokemon on the list? Because of my old Platinum Nuzlocke. I had Kricketune on this team and it's a great member. I've mainly taken a liking to it simply because it was on the team, but also because of the sheer strength that it had. L is actually a tie between two Pokemon, Lapras and Luxray. The reason why I couldn't choose between the two is that they are both obscenely strong, and also because of their look. Lapras is like the Loch Ness Monster, which is cool on its own, while Luxray is an electric lion with X-ray vision. Why does it have X-ray vision? I don't know, but I don't care either, it's still awesome. M is Metagross. Metagross is a steel robot. What isn't that to like? It's strong, looks awesome, and I can imagine Metagross replacing Optimus. N is Nidoking. Nidoking is a very strong Pokemon, at least back in Gen 1. If you don't know, in Gen 1, there was a glitch with the X accuracy. I'm supposed to boost your Pokemon's accuracy by a bit, but the glitch made it so that it would make your Pokemon's accuracy perfect. How does this relate to Nidoking? Well, if you teach Nidoking some one-shot moves, then using X accuracy, it will mean that Nidoking can't miss the one-shot move, which also makes Nidoking very powerful, especially if you teach it multiple one-shot moves and E-speed enhancing moves, except the O is Oshawott. This Pokemon's fully evolved form, Samurott, is arguably the best universe starter. Now, that's good, but there's also another reason why I like Oshawott. so damn cute. And in the anime, Oshawott is given the role of the tension breaker, making everyone laugh and popping out as a Pokeball on numerous occasions. He is Pidgeot. Of course, I use Pidgeot in the Gen 1 games, why wouldn't you? It's a strong Pokemon that can be used as your permanent flyer while also being able to use fly as a powerful stab move. And yes, I am still annoyed that Ash hasn't got back to Pidgeot yet. She's still waiting for you, you know. Q is Quilava. If you haven't played a Johto game, reassess your life, but if you have and you chose Cyndaquil, then you know how powerful Quilava is. As a pattern of the Fire-type evolution line, you're stuck with the middle evolution from level 16 to level 36, which sometimes is a bad thing. I am looking at you, Emboar. Even though Emboar isn't really the, you know, the middle evolution, but still, I don't want to say the name of the middle evolution. It's not that I forgot, I just don't want to say it. Aside from that, Quilava is one of the good ones, but even better when it evolves into Typhlosion, it can learn Thunder Punch. That's pretty good. R is Rayquaza. This should come as no surprise. Now, Rayquaza holds a special place in my heart. Just joking, but it's my second favourite Pokemon of all time. Rayquaza is a very strong legendary Pokemon, able to Mega Evolve and learn powerful moves like Dragon Ascent. Along with that, it looks awesome, which is also added to when it's in its Mega form, and on top of that, if it's shiny, it's going to dazzle your opponents to death. Also, a quick fun fact for you guys, Mega Rayquaza has been banned from the Uber tier in competitive battle. That's it. It's too OP for the top tier. S is Sceptile. Sceptile is a fully evolved form of Trico, the grass-type starter from Hoenn. Sceptile has appeared in the anime many times. Ash owns one, and Sawyer, one of Ash's rivals from Kalos, came from Hoenn after choosing Trico for his starter. So it seems like the writers also like Sceptile. This grass-type lizard thing is also really strong, being able to Mega Evolve and also learning quite a few powerful moves. He is Tauros. Tauros is a classic, fast, good-looking normal type. Like I said, it's fast and it, like Nidoking, can learn some one-shot moves, meaning that it's eligible for the X accuracy glitch in Gen 1. Along with being fast and strong, Tauros also looks cool. Nothing else to say. U is Umbreon. This evolution was introduced in Gen 2, and as Dark had been introduced in that generation, they gave Umbreon the new type. And I'm not complaining. The only thing annoying about Umbreon is that you can't get one until you've completed the Pokemon League in Gen 2 at least, which means that you can't train one up over your journey or use one against Red or the Kanto gyms without having to train it up a lot. Aside from that, Umbreon is really strong and cool looking. V is Venusaur. Now I know that Venusaur is arguably the worst Kanto starter, but that doesn't mean that it isn't strong. It is really strong, at least if you train it right, but that strength is added to by its Mega. In my opinion, I think that Venusaur is one of the best designed Pokemon in Gen 1, being used by Charizard, Blastoise, Nidoking, etc. W is Walrein. Walrein is a tank. If you've used one in Hoenn, then you know how good it is. Using the same typing as Lapras, Water Ice, it can learn powerful moves from both types, Ice Beam and Surf, for example. Walrein, also with being strong, looks awesome. X is Xerneas. Xerneas is the mascot legendary for Pokemon X. It is a fairy type, the first fairy type legendary in fact, which gave it a good example as to how the new fairy type could dominate some Pokemon. If you haven't guessed what I'm hinting at, Xerneas is strong. That should be no surprise, but along with that, it of course looks awesome. Why is Yanmega? This was Nintendo's first chance to make a bug dragon type, which for some unknown reason they decided not to. Well, I say first, Flygon was also an option, but I do believe that Flygon makes a lot more sense to be ground type, so I'm just saying that Yanmega is probably the best opportunity to make it a bug dragon. Yanmega is one of the many Pokemon from Gen 2 that gained a new evolution in Gen 4, and no one was disappointed when it was announced. Well, apart from the typing, but why weren't they disappointed? Because it's a strong and cool looking Pokemon. Like pretty much every Pokemon on this list. And finally, Z is Zebstrika. Zebstrika is a cool Pokemon based on the Zebra. I like Zebras and I like the electric type. Nintendo and Game Freak revealed Zebstrika. I didn't see it. I didn't like Pokemon when I was younger, but I played Black and got one. I was ecstatic. It's strong, it looks awesome, and I wasn't let down by it. So there we have it, my favourite Pokemon of each letter. What is your favourite Pokemon for each letter? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you had, you should hit that like button and subscribe button as it helps out the channel a lot. That's it from me, so keep on catching.